Is given away. Time to bring the athletes out for the compound mixed team bronze medal match. And coming up on stage, we have a talented group of archers from Italy. Irene Franchini, and her teammate for this event will be the veteran Sergio Pagni. Franchini, 36 years old, ranked 55th in the world, has an arrow average in this event of 9.5, nearly 9.6, and that bests her average over her career by a couple tenths. A wave to the crowd. As for Sergio Pagni, already been on this stage today. Pagni, 38 years old, ranked 12th in the world. He shot a best qualifying score of 7.14. Now from the Netherlands, coming up on stage is Sanne Laat. She comes to us as an experienced shooter as well. Her teammate is going to be Mike Schloesser, who, Steve, I have to say that Mike, who of course we all know ranks so highly in the world, bit of a disappointment on the individuals, ranked second in the world, 23 years old. Best tournament score he's ever shot, a 7.17 out of 7.20.
Yeah, and Mike didn't have the result he wanted here individually. Lost out to his teammate, Peter Elzinga. I'm sure he's hoping to have some success here and close out the tournament, close out the outdoor season.
So for the Laats, 18th in the world, 22 years old. Italian coach, been around for quite a while.
Yep, stepped out this morning and coming to do it again.
All right, so this is the way this tournament's going to work in mixed, is you're going to have each archer shoot an arrow. So it looks like first up is going to be Italy.
Yep, so they'll each shoot a total of 8 arrows, possible score of 160. And they'll alternate shooting.
So Franchini up first. Taking a look at her form from the distance, Steve, it doesn't look like she's got too many nerves right now.
No, she was a world field champion in 2016 and the world indoor champion in 2016 as well, so pretty experienced shooter.
This is not Sergio Pagni's first time on the stage. He shot earlier on in the day in the gold medal match against you, Steve, and I think there were a few surprise shots from Italy during that match that weren't quite on target, but Pagni seemed to have figured it out at this point. Schloesser, good release for him, looking comfortable. I had a conversation with Mike just before we got into this match, and he said that things, he couldn't find really anything, any type of rhythm, anything good until the matches on Friday, mixed teams matches. So the first flinch by the Netherlands team. Laat a little high on that one. She's going to take a couple clicks off the sight.
Yeah, and shooting on this stage earlier, it seemed that you were more likely to impact high coming from the practice field over to here. So I'm not surprised to see one go out the top and to see Franchini's first arrow at the top either.
Now the advantage, of course, that Italy has is because Pagni shot before, he can at least convey that information that he learned to Franchini as well.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, what you want to do over on the practice field is get sighted in for a good low X, maybe a dead center X, depending on your tendencies. Then you come over here, and at worst, you're going to be top of the 10, which she was, or even hanging top of the X.
That's a liner right there. So perfect 40 to start off. Now it's on Mikey. Always has that relaxed, just I'm here chilling style. Nice solid shot.
Yeah, and it's good to see Mike shooting well under the clock too.
Bring up a good point. If you're joining us for the first time here for World Archery, you'll notice that just next to the countries noted is the time on the clock. 20 seconds to shoot each of these arrows. So another flinch by Laat. So another couple of clicks maybe off that sight, going one way or the other. Yeah, you can see she's grabbing it.
Yeah.
A little late to be grabbing left-right though. Clicks, don't you think?
Yeah, it's got a swirling wind down here, so it's hard to know if it's you broke a good shot and it just went to the left, or maybe you were pushing one that way to begin.
Netherlands, 38. Let's hear a little bit about our athletes. Irene, Franchini, the 2017 silver medalist.
Now, Steve, when you're in these mixed team competitions, how important is it communication-wise to be able to have a good rapport with the person you're shooting with?
Yeah, I mean, you always want to be able to tell them what's going on, what kind of reaction you got to your shot if you're the first shooter. And when we shoot team round, I often lead off and break a shot. If you can break a good one that you know was a quality shot on execution, and then communicate the end result to them, if it's moving left, moving right, high, low, whatever, just so they understand what to work with. Or if you feel wind pick up during the middle of their shot, you can say, hey, you got a little left to right coming. Maybe hold left side 10 best you can.
Netherlands and Mike Schloesser will start off now that they're down by 2 points. Great shot. Exactly the spot you want it. Now we'll see if Laat can get off a 10. Looks like she's using a thumb release aid.
Still searching for one, but she's surrounding it. She'll find it. Tough to give up 3 to Italy right off the bat, though. They're too strong of a team to do that.
Now, Irene, Franchini. Look at a really solid hold from her. Doesn't look like she's got any nerves whatsoever.
No, she's a very experienced shooter. A mixed team bronze medal match isn't going to rattle her cage.
For you, does shooting for bronze take a little bit of the edge off of it? You know what I mean? Like, as
a team, yeah, it does. You want to make the podium. Sometimes bronze match can be the worst. 9 by Sergio, because you want to find yourself on the podium, and you're either there with the bronze or you can go home with nothing. And I guess there is that component to it, but generally the bronze match is a little more relaxed.
Great shot by Mike. Now, one of the things I just noticed, Steve, is that Sergio was walking on that platform while Mike was at full draw. How was it for you with the stability of the platform, and can you feel people walking around, or was it good?
Didn't feel a thing. It was a really solid platform. We've shot on some that aren't, and we've shot on some where you tell your teammates don't even breathe while I'm at full draw. But this one's great. This is a great shooting venue. Couldn't ask for anything better. Extremely bright out there, although as you were alluding to earlier, sun is kind of hidden behind some clouds or smog a little bit, but it was very bright shooting stage for us.
So the door open for Italy to try to get some points back as Sergio is going to knock up his arrow. You saw moments ago, Laat shot another 9, but shot it low. So literally north, south, east, west.
Yeah, she's surrounded it. Low 10. Sergio's hanging low too.
So 2 points now the advantage. Now, here you are in the finals field. You have Falco Eye, you have people, pulling your arrows for you, marking your arrows. I just saw Sergio pull out some binoculars. What does that do for you to actually have a look? Even though you have TV screens that show you close-up shots. I mean, is it just a habit, or, what do you think?
Yeah, probably habit. We'll take a peek through the coach's spotting scope, even in the middle of the end, say, hey, let me have a look at that real quick and see where something impacted, just so you know exactly. You look at the TV, and depending on the glare on it, you can't always tell the exact location of that arrow. So it's good to have a peek and know where you're at.
First of our 6 matches this afternoon for Compound Saturday here at World Archery. It's the Mexico City 2017 Hyundai Archery World Championships. And we're in the bronze medal match in compound mixed team between Italy and the Netherlands. Netherlands start off as they're behind 76 points to 78 to Italy. Number 2 in the world, Mike Schloesser, sighting up. Nice release. He's just pounding it there.
Yeah, Mike has found the X-ring. I think this is our moment for Sanne.
Sanne de Laat. Now it's time to get that 10.
She didn't love it. She didn't love it.
Yeah. And that shows in the score an 8.
You know, we got a swirling wind, and it's picking up on occasion. It's hard to tell. We've got 2 flags on the field, one on the left, one on the right, and they are literally going opposite directions. They'll split and go one way or the other.
Franchini low left or 9.
Yeah,
And yeah, you know, just to give you an idea, when you're looking at the shooter, if you look at Sergio Pagni as he stands down towards the targets, they're a little bit further than halfway down those windsocks on either side. So really within good viewing, as you can, if the archer chooses to lift their eyes up and just take a look at that sock, they're going to get a good view of it. You know, with Sergio, sometimes you just can't tell with his facial expression what that shot's going to be. I mean, when he released it for a moment, you thought, and boom, right in the middle.
Yeah, they call him the Sultan of Smooth. And he is a very smooth shooter, but and I think that's part of his game plan and it's mine as well. You go out there and you try to be a little bit expressionless. You know, I think that if you're too high or too low, you can struggle with some energy, so you try to maintain an even keel from shot to shot.
You can see too in Sanne's scope, you saw the bubble, you know, being off a little bit. How important is it when you look at a scope and you have that level, that bubble level, that it needs to be dead center?
You could get away with murder on the bubble here on flat ground. It'll change a little bit your horizontal impact, but it's not as critical as in, say, field archery aiming up and down hills.
Oh yeah.
So as long as you're not, you know, pulling a full half bubble or more outside of the line, then you're okay. But Sanne just seems to be searching right now, and when you don't find that rhythm early, it can be hard to shoot 10s.
Absolutely.
He's got 3 close ones for Italy. Well, one looks like the 8 is for sure in, but 2 9 asterisks for him down there.
2 9 asterisks, an 8 asterisk, and an X. So right now it looks like a 36 for them. But for the Netherlands, X8X, 8. So really Italy kind of opened the door for the Netherlands to try to claw some points back in this match.
Yeah, I think Italy will end up with a 37 here.
Yeah.
And Netherlands for sure going to stick at 36.
Yeah, I like what Mike and Sanne did there. You know, team camaraderie, a little high five. You know, just Mike letting Sanne know, hey, listen, just keep shooting.
Yeah, she's not feeling good right now. You never do if you put them in the red ring. It can be a bit demoralizing. She hasn't found the 10 ring. It's just hard, and it gets harder as it goes on. And you think you know, everybody's watching and they're really intent on what you're doing, and really it's not the case. Oftentimes you need to just remember that this will be forgotten if you have a bad day, so don't be afraid to have one. It happens from time to time.
Well, 2 more arrows for her to just let it fly. See if Sanne de Laat can end the outdoor season with a couple of 10s. Look at Mike Schloesser and his process that he uses to execute his shots.
Yeah.
Nice.
Another good one for Mike. I mean,
just looks comfortable.
Yeah,
doesn't
just
he?
that. And when Mike's comfortable in the finals, watch out. You know, just the one arrow close to the 10 line. The rest of them have been X's or darn close to it.
Good shot in the middle, just a little low again. You can see that frustration on Sanne de Laat's face. It's that downward spiral, you know.
And it happens, and you can't let it creep into your next appearance on the final stage.
Yeah. Franchini.
Yeah.
Very casual.
Look very smooth.
Great shot. Here, Irene, Franchini. Now Sergio Pagni. To get us to the halfway point of the final end of this match, 126-131, the Netherlands lead. Wow. Real close to that spider. As Pagni delivers the 10 that his team needs to stay in this one.
Yeah, Sergio's a new father. I'm sure he's ready to have the season over with, get home to his baby girl as well.
Mikey delivers
Yeah.
again. Boy, I bet he wished he had this on Monday
Yeah,
and Tuesday.
yeah.
But a good way to finish off for Mike Schloesser. And now, Sanne de Laat.
Yes.
Yes. Like you were just really hoping
Yeah,
for
yeah,
Sanne.
yeah.
She needed that 10.
Yeah.
Look at that smirk. The crowd responds.
Yeah.
They know what's going on. A very educated crowd here at World Archery.
It happens. And I've been there, you know, in the moment you think, I am the worst archer in the world. And it's not the case. You're here on the stage for a reason because you're pretty darn good. So she's got to just forget about it and get on the stage again and try to improve.
A 6 to win for Italy. As Pagni looks to have this thing pretty much in the bag. And he wants to finish off in fine style with a 10, and he does. So the win goes to Italy. A 156 to 151. And a good match, and hopefully Sanne de Laat doesn't really linger on this one too long.
No.
Gotta let this one go, don't you?
It's an 8-centimeter 10 ring, 50 meters away.
Yeah.
It can be elusive at times, so whatever.
For anybody out there watching World Archery for the first time, Steve just talked about it. The target is 50 meters downrange, 55 yards, just a little short if you're from the States. And the that 10 ring is 8 centimeters, or about 3.1 inches. Just to give you perspective, it's somewhere close to the diameter of a baseball. Pretty close. I did my research. Pretty close.
Or a tennis ball for those who don't play baseball.
Right, but definitely not a softball.
No.
That would be a delight.
Yeah.
That would be unfair for a lot of people. There'd be a lot more 700s being shot. So good weather here in Mexico City. As a good look from our World Archery slow-mo cam, you can see the vibrations that these bows create. And Steve, if someone's watching for the first time and you're watching these scopes and these sights and these strings vibrate, what causes that?
Well, it's just a reverberation of the energy going through them, and there is some pliability to the strings, so they're not 100% rigid. And as the tension moves from the load system into the strings, then it just moves it back and forth a bunch. And